Welcome to this episode of Trade Nuggets. Trade Nuggets is an initiative of Fortress 20 Global. On Trade Nuggets, we present you with simple tips to facilitate your international trade transactions. I'm Adetokunbo Adewanyi, and I work as a trade and export management consultant. On this episode of Trade Nuggets, I will be walking you through the step-by-step process of preparing a commercial invoice. You will learn what a commercial invoice is, the element it contains, and its importance in international trade. A commercial invoice is a document used in international trade that provides a detailed account of the goods sold from the seller to the buyer. It also includes essential information required for customs clearance and payment processing. It's a demand for payment and it serves multiple purposes in international trade. The commercial invoice is a very important document because it serves as one, a proof of sale. It acts as a record of the transaction between the buyer and the seller. It also serves as a customs declaration because it provides essential information for the customs authorities to assess duties and taxes. Finally, the commercial invoice is a payment request. It outlines the amount owed by the buyer to the seller. Now we know why a commercial invoice is important. Now let's take a look at the key elements of a commercial invoice. First is the seller and buyer information. The next is the description of goods or services. Next is the terms is the unit and total prices. Next, we have the terms of sales and payment. And finally, we have the shipping and handling details. Overall, the commercial invoice is a crucial document for ensuring smooth international trade transactions and compliance with trade regulations. Now, let me walk you through the step by step process of preparing a commercial invoice. Are you ready? Okay, that's good. The first step is the header information. The header information will typically cover the title. Clearly label the document as commercial invoice. Next is the invoice number. Assign a unique invoice number to the commercial invoice. Next is the invoice date. Include the date that the invoice is issued. Step 2 typically covers the seller information, the company name, its full legal name, the company address, the complete physical address, the contact details, the phone number of whoever is representing the company, and their email address. We're still going step by step in the preparation of a commercial invoice. Step 3 is to add the buyer information, which will typically cover the company name, the address, and the contact details. Step 4, include the shipping information. Where are you shipping to? The address where the goods are to be delivered, the shipping method, the mode of transport, air, land, or sea, the carrier information, the name of the shipping company. On step 5, add the description of the goods, the item description. Write a detailed description of each item. Include the HS code, which is a harmonized system code where applicable. Include the quantity, which could be the number of units. Include the unit price, the price per unit. Then calculate the total amount for each item. Step 3 includes the pricing and payment information. Add in the subtotal, which is the total before additional charges. Include the shipping charges, the cost of transportation, the cost of insurance, and discounts where applicable. Then get the total invoice amount, which is the final amount due. Next is the payment terms. Is it 30 days or 90 days? When is the due date for the payment? The next step, which is the seventh step, is to add additional details. What currency is the invoice denominated in? Where is the country of origin that the goods are being manufactured or originated from? What are the terms of sales, which means the Incoterms, FOB, CIF, or CFR? The next step is step 8. In this step, you include a declaration and signature. The declaration statement will typically confirm the accuracy of the invoice. The signature will cover the authorized signatory, the name of whoever it is who is signing, the position the person holds, and the title of the person. That's the signatory. I'm still walking you through the step by step on how to prepare a commercial invoice. Step 9 is to attach other documents where applicable. Some of these documents might be the packing list, which details the shipment contents, certificates, for example, the certificate of origin, or other certificates that are demanded. In step 10, we review and finalize. Check the accuracy of the commercial invoice, verify all the information. Print or send electronically to the buyer based on what is required. Here is a sample commercial invoice highlighting some of the steps that we listed earlier. The title, commercial invoice, the invoice number, the invoice date, the seller information, which covers the company name, address, contact person, phone number, email address. Then the buyer information, which covers the company name, address, contact person, phone number, email address. Next is shipping information, the ship to address, the method of shipping, the carrier name, and the tracking number. We're still looking at a sample commercial invoice. There's the description of goods, the item number, the description, the HS code, the quantity, the unit price, and the total price. Then we move to the subtotal, the shipping charges, insurance, discounts where applicable, the total invoice amount, the currency, the terms of sale, and the payment terms. And next, we include our bank account details where the payment is going to be made. Still looking at the sample commercial invoice, here's the declaration saying that the information provided on the invoice is accurate and complete, and then the space for the signature. Remember the name of the authorized signatory, his title, and the date of the signature. Where there are attachments, include what the attachments are on the commercial invoice. These attachments might be the packing list, certificate of origin, or other documents. In conclusion, a well-prepared commercial invoice simplifies customs processing and guarantees precise payment and shipment tracking. By following these steps and ensuring that all details are accurately documented, you can create a thorough commercial invoice that fulfills international trade requirements. Thank you for joining me today on Trade Nuggets with Adeto Kumadewan. I hope you can now prepare a commercial invoice yourself by following the steps that were listed. If you need a commercial invoice template or assistance in preparing your own commercial invoice, please send me an email at info@fortress20global.com. Stay tuned for our upcoming video with practical tips to enhance your international trade transactions. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and share this video. Have a great day and all the very best in your international trade endeavors.